Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 220 for Wednesday, September 23rd, 2009.
Don't you go leaving.
And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. This film is directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and it is voice acted by a ton of people. I'm going to try to run down the list for you guys. Bill Hader, Anna Faris, Andy Samberg, James Caan, Bruce Campbell, Mr. T, Bobby J. Thompson, Benjamin Bratt, Neil Patrick Harris, Al Roker, Lauren Graham, and Will Forte. It's a lot of people. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs basically tells the story of this guy who's a wannabe scientist named Flint. And he creates this machine that basically turns water into food. One day some stuff gets out of hand, it gets shot up into space somehow, and so basically all the precipitation and everything in the atmosphere turns what would be rain or precipitation into food. So it starts raining hamburgers, pancakes, eggs, bacon, anything you can think of. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is a movie that I was not very excited to see. It's one of those movies I think that look very appealing to younger kids, and the concept sounds very cool to younger audiences. But I feel like to adult people, that sounds weird, to an adult audience, it sounds very childish and lame almost. But I'm here to say that I think that Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is probably one of the funnier animated films that I've seen in a very long time. And I think a lot of it is owed to the writing in this film. And I think that the story, while it's very childlike in nature, I think a lot of the scenes in this film are geared towards more adult humor than childlike humor. There's a segment in this film where it starts basically snowing ice cream, and the main character Flint has never been in a snowball fight, and he decides to have one of them, and he doesn't really know what to do, so he just starts basically knocking off little kids, slamming them in the head, and there's a few scenes where it looks like they're almost shot with guns instead of just being hit with ice cream, the way they react when they hit the floor. All very hilarious and very funny, probably the hardest I've laughed in a very long time in an animated film. There's also a scene towards the end where he calls his father and asks him to email a file to his phone from his computer. If anybody's ever had to sit through that conversation on the phone with your parents, you know how hard it is to explain how to do certain things like that. So that's all very funny. I think the big strength too about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is the voice acting, and I think that it showcases, you know, Bill Hader and Anna Faris, who I think are two extremely funny people, showcases their talents in this film, because I think as opposed to you just watching the film and going, oh, that's Bill Hader and that's Anna Faris and they're talking, I think they really become the character, and I think it's more about they are this person rather than it's you know, a famous celebrity doing a voice acting. That was one of the main problems that I had with 9, which was basically that I was watching and I was just thinking, oh, that's Elijah Wood, that's John C. Reilly, and I felt like the characters weren't very fleshed out. But in this film, I feel like the characters are very well done and very, they have personalities, which I think is great. There are a lot of gags in this film, though, that are geared towards children and younger audiences, but I'm okay with that. It's a kids film. I actually saw this on IMAX 3D, which is pretty awesome. The colors pop and everything looked really incredible about it. I was really pleasantly surprised with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and how funny it is, and how it kind of takes a very simple premise and just kind of runs with it and has fun doing it. So all that being said, I actually give Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs a 4 out of 5. I think it's one of the stronger animated movies that I've seen this year. I think I might have given 9 a 3.5 out of 5. I want to say right now, I want to give that a 3 out of 5. I think it's not as good as I originally made it seem in the rating, because this surpasses it on every level. I think it's Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is probably in my top tier of animated films that I've seen this year. So I would highly recommend that you check it out. And if you do have a 5-year-old cousin that's begging you to go see it with them, go see it with them, because you'll probably be laughing. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.